Hey there, Magic players, Jeremiah here. Welcome to the High Powered Hobby YouTube channel. I wanted to try something new today. I made a YouTube short about how to win an Oathbreaker game on turn 2 with a deck that I built. Well, I've made a new deck that can win on turn 1. If that sounds interesting to you, then you should subscribe to this channel, like this video, and even share it with a friend. Alright, let's get into it. With almost all the fast mana banned in Oathbreaker, is it possible to win on turn 1? Yes, and here's how. Turn 1, play a mountain. Play a Memnite, tap for a red, cast Rite of Flame, turn that 2 mana into 3 mana, turn that 3 mana into 5 mana. Pay 2 casting Molten Duplication, targeting Memnite. With that spell still on the stack, pay 3 casting Dualcaster Mage. You can probably see where I'm going here. If not, I'll let you know. When Dualcaster Mage enters the battlefield, you can copy the Molten Duplication. Use the Molten Duplication copy to make a copy of Dualcaster Mage. Use the Dualcaster Mage copy to copy the original Molten Duplication, which is still in the stack. Repeat this process, creating as many hasty 2/2s to swing out and kill your opponents. Turn 1 win in Oathbreaker, achievement unlocked. But that's kind of boring, and doesn't utilize what makes Oathbreaker special. So let's try again. Turn 1, play a mountain. Play Rograk, Son of Roga. Cast Lotus Petal. Tap your mountain, crack your Lotus Petal. Cast Infernal Plunge, sacrificing your Rograk, creating 4 mana. Use that 4 mana to cast Treasonous Ogre. Pay 18 life, creating 6 mana. Pay 3 mana for bonus round. Now, for every instant and sorcery we cast this turn, we get a free copy. Use our last 3 mana to cast Seething Song. But remember, we get a free copy, bringing us to 10 mana. Just for fun, let's use 2 to cast Underworld Breach. Pay 3 mana and exile 3 cards from our graveyard to cast bonus round from our graveyard, which will be copied also. So now, every instant and sorcery we cast will get 3 free copies. Now, let's get out our Oathbreaker so we can start casting our signature spell, Jeska's Will, which will be copied 3 times. It being turn 1, I'm sure one of our opponents has 7 cards in hand. So we'll create 28 mana and we'll impulse draw 12 cards. Let's make this more dumb. By casting Double Cast, with all of those on the stack, let's cast Reverberate, all targeting the Double Cast. And even again, with those on the stack, we'll cast Increasing Vengeance, also targeting Double Cast. So now the next instant or sorcery we cast will get copied 12 times from our Double Casts, and an additional 3 times from our bonus rounds. So let's pay 3 mana and exile 3 more cards from our graveyard to recast bonus round from our graveyard, which will resolve 16 more times. Which now means every instant and sorcery we cast from now on will be copied 19 times. What better spell to get copied than our signature spell, Jeska's Will, creating a 140 mana, bringing us to 154 mana, and impulse drawing us 60 cards. Well more than the rest of our library. From here, you can win in any number of ways. The same combo we did before, but again, boring. We've built up quite the storm count, so we can just cast Empty the Warrens for a boatload of goblins, and give them +1/+0 in haste with Goblin Bushwhacker and swing for lethal. Or we can resolve a ridiculous number of Ignite Memories to burn out the table. Given this card is not a guaranteed kill, your opponents could get lucky. You can also cast Grape Shot right after to finish whoever is left. But the cleanest way is probably just to cast Jaya's Immolating Inferno for way too much, which at the end of my example would be 3040 damage per opponent. But that's if you don't want to increase your mana or cast more bonus rounds. But if you're a true red mage with infinite power within the palm of your hand, you can activate Tibalt's +1 ability, drawing a card and losing the game right on the spot. All jokes aside, this deck is stupid fast. Obviously, getting an opening hand as explosive as these examples is probably unlikely, but not impossible. Goldfishing this deck, I rarely don't storm off by turn 4, most consistently on turn 3. There are so many storm pieces that make it so easy to increase your mana in a single turn, and bonus round is like the MVP of this deck. I had never seen this card before putting this deck together. It easily makes the most broken outcomes of this deck. Just stringing a few of them together in one turn can mean the end for your opponents. Because what's better than one Jeska's Will? A bunch of free copies, which pay for the original and then some. So if you haven't hit the cards you need from the first Jeska's Will, you'll just cast it again and again until you find the pieces you need to win. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below if I should make more videos like this or if we should just stick to our gameplay. But either way, I hope you guys consider subscribing to our channel, liking the video, sharing with a friend. See you next time, Magic players.